We're just south of the pier in Huntington Beach, California, also known as Surf City, USA. Today, however, volleyball takes center stage. It's the Huntington Beach Open presented by Bud Light. Center court jammed. They have come from far and near to see the world's greatest beach volleyball player perform, the greatest player who ever lived, Karch Kiraly. He is in our championship final. For the introductions of all the players, let's go down to Chris McGee.
Oh my goodness, reunited, and it feels so good. You, sir, out of UCLA from East Beach in Santa Barbara, a three-time gold medalist, 147 wins. You are the greatest player of all time. Welcome back, Karch Kiraly. And his partner, ladies and gentlemen, Punahou High School, Stanford University, a 1997 national champion, a two-time indoor Olympian. And you know what you are now? You're the MVP of the AVP, Lambert! And here they come, ladies and gentlemen. They have 2 open wins together, 11 Final Fours together, and here is their chance to finally win in front of their hometown crowd. This kid right here, he was born in Santa Ynez, California, the wine country, the son of Bob and Kelly, the second brother of 4. You, my friend, are L. Dizzle. Say hello to Lawrence Witt. You grew up in Hermosa Beach, 8th Street. You are the son of Terrell. This is your family. You are Shawn Rosenthal.
Our Aquafina strategy session today. How about the underdogs, Larry Witt and Shawn Rosenthal? What do they have to do?
Well, they're half the age of Karch, and here you see it. They're going to have to put pressure on him throughout the match. They'll serve him, they'll block him, they'll try to work him till he drops. And this team is so young, so talented, loaded with fast-twitch fibers, but they've got to eliminate the unforced errors. That's their Achilles heel. What
about for Kiraly and Lambert?
Well, the same thing goes for Karchy. He's got to last. He's got to receive a lot of serves, side out against this talented team. And Lambert, it's simple. He has simply got to dominate at the net.
These two teams played yesterday. Kiraly and Lambert winning 2-1. Shawn Rosenthal, 25 years old, born in Hermosa Beach. In his 6th year, he went to Redondo Union High School. Never played high school or college volleyball. Came right out onto the beach when he was 15. He is a talented youngster. His teammate Larry Witt, 6'6", 26 years old, the former Stanford University project. Witt and Rosenthal together have won twice, but they haven't won in 13 tournaments since the opening tournament last year in Fort Lauderdale. They are hungry. They are in their first final. Larry Witt gets the initial serve, and he pounds it down. So Witt gets the kill, and we're underway here in Huntington Beach. Witt will do most of the blocking, although they will alternate somewhat.
Yeah, Chris, it's 18 tournaments since they've been in, since they've won 13 events since they've been in a final.
Here's Karch, and Kiraly pumps it through. Karch Kiraly, born November 3rd, 1960, 44 years old. He was born, ironically, in a non-volleyball spot, Jackson, Michigan. His parents met at the University of Michigan and produced little Karchy. And Witt spanks it off Mike Lambert out of bounds. That will be one of the keys today. Can Witt deal with the great blocker Mike Lambert?
Lambert gets in the head of all the players, and it's going to be something for Witt and Rosenthal to contend with all match long.
Witt with the serve. Nice dig. And Witt puts it away. Larry Witt.
There's a key to this play right here, and you're going to see Shawn Rosenthal. Watch him just make a move out here and get there in time to set a great ball for Larry Witt to take a swing on for the point. That's just quickness off the net.
Larry got his start in 2001 playing with his brother Andy, a USA Olympian, a very talented volleyball family. Nice up Rosenthal over the net, and he touched the net.
You know, Chris, there's a lot of high-flying acts on the AVP Tour, but I think Shawn Rosenthal jumps higher than anyone on the sand right now. He's just incredible vertical leap.
Now Lambert will serve. Down 3-2. Witt. Rosenthal. Now Rosenthal can hit both right-handed and left-handed. Really the only truly ambidextrous player on the AVP Tour.
And he's so versatile because he can just jump, hang, look around for a while, see where the defense is going, and then just cuff it to the right spot. You're going to see him go up, take a peek at Karchi, sees he's in the angle, and just loop it down the line.
Witt and Rosenthal leading 4-2. Game 1, best 2 out of 3. First couple of games to 21. Rosenthal and Lambert with a little trajectory stuff straight down. Mike Lambert and Karch Garai started the season together and did not have this kind of success. Lambert wasn't blocking, Karch wasn't siding out that well, Mike Dodd. Played 3 tournaments, and then Lambert decided to get a new partner, Eric Fenoy Moana. They played 2 tournaments together, got a 5th and a 9th. And then moving on to John Hyden, they won a tournament and then got 2 9ths. And now Lambert back with Karch. Called him this week, said, Karch, do you want to play? And Karch said, heck yes. Off the head of Lambert, and Witt gets another kill.
Well, it just seemed like the whole time that Lambert was trying out different partners, Karchi was just continuing to improve. His shoulder got stronger. He was playing better. And by Hermosa, Lambert talked to a lot of different people, and everyone said, Karch is ready for it again. Go for it.
Nice side.
The ball out of bounds. Witt and Rosenthal have been inconsistent this year. They are playing their best volleyball now. They've taken 2/3 in the last 2 weeks, but before that, 13th, 5th, 9th, 9th, 5th. They've been up and down. Talented, but erratic.
Watch it.
How difficult is it for Witt and Rosenthal, because Witt gets all the serves and he has to do most of the blocking?
Well, fortunately for Larry Witt, they do trade off. Rosenthal goes up to the net and does his 50% of the blocking, but I think they're most effective when Larry Witt is blocking and Rosenthal's playing defense behind.
I agree. Karch, nice take on Rosenthal. Rosenthal takes a look. Karch gobbles it up. Karch. Ooh, Karch munches one.
I don't know, Chris, do you think Karchi liked that hit there? Across the body, out of the middle. Here you're going to see Karchi read the shot. He's set in the middle and just swings his body. This is a perfect bump set again by Mike Lambert. Karchi's bumped.
6-5 our score. Garai and Lambert trailing by 1. Rosenthal pumps it through. Now, Shawn Rosenthal, as we mentioned, did not play high school or college volleyball. He was a basketball player, and his idol was Michael Jordan. He's the second of 7 children, 6 boys and the girl named Summer. 7-5, Witt Rosenthal. Back on Karch. And Karch tapping down the line. What makes Karch so difficult to defend or block?
I think his greatest asset is that he passes so well, so you never get him in trouble from the start. He's always got to set in front of him so he can see the court. His passing is what makes him so effective in his siding out.
Mike Lambert set to serve. Lambert in his 4th season. He's 31 years old. Rosenthal blocks. Witt. And Witt hammers one cross court. We're underway. Our men's championship final here in Huntington Beach, California. Witt Rosenthal, the youngsters, leading Garai and Lambert by 2.
Let's pick up the action a little later in game 1.
18-14. Garai. And it's good! Rosenthal with the dig.
So Rosie turns on the crowd with his bombs and then plays some sweet defense. He's going to get right into Karchi's deep angle and pop it straight over and lands right in the corner.
Rosenthal And Witt lead by 5. Game 1. And tipping it down is Karai. Karai won his first tournament in 1979 with legendary St. John Smith in Santa Cruz. And he's still going.
This is one of Karchi's new patented shots, just a little dink cross court.
Kind of the half cut, not a full cut, the half cut.
Because a lot of players are sitting in his angle, but when he hits that little short one in between, it's tough to pick up.
Rosenthal and gets a good call from Witt. And suddenly it's 20-15. At the end of the year, Nissan awards 2 cars, 1 car apiece to the winning team for a year lease. Holden, Nygaard, Gibb, Metzger, Furbringer, Jennings, Karai, and Lambert, they're going to have to work hard to get into contention.
They've got a lot of points to pick up, but they're getting double points this weekend, and you never know.
With their first game point. Witt to serve. Cross court ace. He aced the best passer of all time, Karai. So an impressive performance by Larry Witt and Shawn Rosenthal.
The Huntington Beach Open men's finals will continue in a moment here on FSN.
Larry Witt has been the star so far. He had 10 kills in game 1. He had a block. He had 6 digs, a couple of aces.
And here we go, game 2, Shawn Rosenthal.
So the start of game 2, Rosenthal with an early dig. And he chops it into the corner. When you look at Witt and Rosenthal, you wonder how they ever lose a game. But this isn't as they're playing at a very high level. They don't always play at this high level for 2-3 hours at a time.
And it's all in the concentration and the focus. And Karai and Lambert, they're the absolute worst team on the beach that you want to beat first game, because they've lost the first game, all 3 matches so far today, and come back to win the next 2. So this is definitely a team that seems to get their rhythm and their mojo flowing as the match continues.
Mike Lambert married last year to his Italian girlfriend Deborah. He just had a baby girl, Sveva. Girl born on Father's Day, and Lambert up high gets the rejection. So it's 4th block for Lambert.
Well, we heard Coach Mike Rangel say they're going to serve Larry Witt a deep floater, and this time Lambert with plenty of time to gather himself and get up and over. And watch the penetration along the top of the net here. Mike Lambert up, and then follow throughs over. That's straight down.
There's no way to cover that. You talk about spiker coverage or try to get in there, but he blocks him so straight down that you've got to be Billy Barty and standing right there to have a chance to bring it back up. Nice spike again by Larry Witt.
And that's a real important key for Larry Witt, not to give up strings of points. He got stuffed straight down. He came right back with a good, strong, aggressive side out.
13 straight tournaments, Witt and Rosenthal, without reaching the championship. The longest stretch in their careers. Trying to win today here in Huntington.
Help me, nobody.
Rosenthal. We've yet to see Rosenthal hit one left-handed. It's probably because he hasn't had any reason to.
Well, he certainly did a good job on that play there, hitting a ball that was well off the net from the right side. Another big point for Witt and Rosenthal.
Karai pounds one through.
Another perfect pass for Karchi, giving Lambert ideal spot to set him up. And this is their strength right here. Going up, seeing the court, find in the middle. Every little ball control error that Karai and Lambert have made so far, Witt and Rosenthal are quick to jump on top of it and make the defensive play.
3-3. And Karch's dig goes awry. Our Bud Light Tournament recap. Casey Jennings, Matt Furbringer out in 13th. Matt Olson, Brent Doble had a good tournament.
Matt Olson, great young player out of San Diego, starting to come into his own. Here you're going to see Karchi and Lambo up against Gibb and Metzger, and they had 2 matches in this tournament that were just unbelievable. This is a finish to one of the greatest rallies of the summer. And Karchi, he likes his partner.
Gibb and Metzger, Rogers and Scott finishing in 3rd. Holdren, Nygaard, Blanton, and Wong finished 5th. Dalhouser, Licina, Williams, and Wong in 7th. Rosenthal right. Oh, and Rosenthal, that should eat up the radar gun. Woo! Wow.
This is just ridiculous. I mean, another hit off the top of the tape. We got to watch Karch's fatigue, but Rosenthal's going to go up and over the top of Lambert.
Yo!
Hello. Bombs away.
When you can't get your hands up on a spike, you know it's traveling at a high rate.
Shawn Rosenthal, athleticism personified. 46 and over the top of Lambert.
Lambert and Karai are not playing consistently. Witt and Rosenthal taking it to him. Karch is there for this one. And he smacks one home. So Karai still jumping. He once had a 40.5-inch vertical. He reached 8.1, and he was able to jump to 11.5.5. I was there on the national team the day he did it. If you compute that, that is 40 inches, 40.5.
And I tell you, I don't think he's lost a whole lot in the vertical area of his legs. It's more that his shoulder has kept him back, numerous shoulder surgeries, so he doesn't have quite as much pop on the ball, but he still elevates.
5-4, Witt and Rosenthal. And Lambert's block travels wide.
Tough break there for Mike Lambert. Did everything he had to do as a blocker. Ball just narrowly missing the sideline. Lambo's going to take another look at it right there.
And now Larry Witt set to serve. And Karch starting to pound with some authority. He's not as worried about Rosenthal as he is about Witt when he's up on the block.
I think so. He swings with a little more ease. This is another great pass off a tough jump serve. Karchi slips it right under the arms of Rosenthal. Look at Rosie get up, head over the net again from a standing jump. That's incredible vertical leap.
Brian Lambert behind, 6-5 here in game 2. Off Karch.
There you see Karch. He's mad at himself right now. He's had 2 or 3 digs in this game too that are usually in his wheelhouse, that he usually pops up. Look for Karch to make a few more digs. Witt with a great pass off a tough short serve, and there you see Karch just kind of frustrated right there, grabbing his shorts, shaking his head.
Does Karai look fatigued to you?
I think I've seen a couple plays in this game too where it looks like he's hitting the top of the net, a little less focus in passing. He's had a couple shank passes. It looks like fatigue is starting to set in, but Karch is one of those guys that is the mentally toughest player on this tour. So if anyone can push through the fatigue, it's Karch.
Rosenthal with the left. Karai keeps it in play. Karai, the percentage player now. Got the dig. That's trouble. Rosenthal and Karai. No, Rosenthal touched the net. Rosenthal hitting with the left. There was a little contact under the net.
Karch did a great job of avoiding the net himself. He was flying through the air.
Yeah.
Just missed, and that's a huge break for Karai and Lambert.
Karai having to do the limbo on this particular play, not the net. And Rosenthal with the left. Game 1 to Rosenthal and Witt. Game 2 tied up at 7. We'll return to Huntington Beach after this. Stay with us.
Welcome back to the AVP men's finals of the Huntington Beach Open. Witt Rosenthal took the first game 21-15. Let's pick up the action a little later in game 2.
Mike Rangel, the coach for Karai and Lambert. Right now they're in trouble. They're down 1-0 as we pick it up 9-9 here in game 2. Karai and Lambert undefeated in the tournament. Witt and Rosenthal have lost 1. However, whoever wins this match wins the championship. This is the 8th year the tournament held in Huntington Beach. The first one back in 1975, won by Greg Lee and Jim Menges. Last year's tournament won by Jason Ring and George Romaine. Romaine, of course, out for the year as Witt hits one straight down. Kind of an interesting story. George Romaine, I was told, was carrying a refrigerator, a big one, by himself, dragging it, and he hurt his back.
Yeah, he was moving it into his girlfriend's apartment and strained a disc, and he's missed the whole summer.
Got to move. Call George.
Got to hire someone else to do that work next time.
Persuasive girlfriend. Carts cutting inside. So Karai, as he has in the past, tormenting Rosenthal on the block. Rosenthal's up there high, and Karch is kind of tipping and tapping.
And Witt and Rosenthal are one of those teams, those young teams, they don't have a coach out on the court. And right now, if they had a coach, I bet they'd be telling him, you might want to switch it up. Karch is really starting getting into a rhythm right now.
Karai over to Rosenthal. Rosenthal pounds one through. It bounces into the Raider rooting section. They gobble it up.
And check out the elevation. This is thunder right here. Right through the block.
Timeout after the field goal. Game 2, Witt and Rosenthal still in command, leading by 1.
Welcome back to the 2005 AVP Nissan Championship Series, the Huntington Beach Open, presented by Bud Light. Let's pick up the action a little later in game 2.
Rosenthal. Blocked by Lambert. Witt goes and gets it. What a play by Witt. Unable to convert. Karai Lambert score a point. Wow. Lambert, it looks like he's starting to get the timing of Rosenthal just a bit. Now the second game point for Karai.
And now everything switches on to Shawn Rosenthal. He knows he knows the ball's coming his way.
We think. Karai to serve. Rosenthal answers. Shawn Rosenthal again. And now he'll serve. We're tied at 22. Rosenthal there on the line. Rosie. No! Lambert stuffs him. Wow. That is a play that may come back to haunt.
Oh my goodness, and Rosenthal just rips the hat off his head in disgust. Lambert getting up, blocking it right off his noggin. Big blocks at big times. No one better than Mike Lambert, and this was huge. What an opportunity for Witt and Rosenthal.
They had a swing for it. 23-22 now. Lambert with their third game point. Rosenthal, Karch's got it, and Lambert touched the net. That's going to be a yellow card warning, I believe, from the referee, Brant Lee. It is to Lambert for ball abuse.
Lambo just catching the net with his hip there on the way down. Huge break for Witt and Rosenthal, because that was another defensive opportunity for Karai and Lambert to finish this game too.
23-all. Witt and Rosenthal a moment ago had a championship point. They'll try Lambert. And Lambert hammers one. Game 2 continues.
There you see Lambeau trying to send a little Hawaiian mojo over to his partner, Karch Kiraly. Kiraly with a perfect bump set. This is only the third serve Lambo's got all game long. He's going to take advantage and unload.
And the third kill. So Lambert taking advantage. Fourth game point for Kiraly Lambert. Rosenthal. So Rosenthal answering. Rosenthal, 25 years old. Born in 1980. Karch won his first tournament a year earlier in 1979. 24 up. Cut shot, Karch. Oh, what a shot. That ball was set kind of tight. Karch almost netted with the pinky hat.
They've just been giving Karch so much of this angle, and again, Karch just taking advantage, torquing the body. That was tight. And look at Karch dipping down to avoid the net.
Get small. Get small. Disappear. Kiraly Lambert back on the south side, which might be a little better side. Who knows? They have their fifth chance at game point.
Switch it to Larry Witt.
Karch has it. Chance for the win. Lambert left hand. Not yet. Witt had it. Joust coming. Oh, Lambert is there. Kiraly Lambert win game 2.
The triple bow down again to Lambo, who did what he had to do at the end of this game 2, and that's take over the net. Both on Rosenthal and Witt. Lambo was an unstoppable force.
Lambert with 3 blocks down the stretch. Witt and Rosenthal had a championship point, but it went away. Third and final game coming up. Stay with us. After serving Larry Witt the first game and a half, they go to Rosenthal, and it paid some dividends.
It was the only move they had to make, because Larry Witt has been playing so smooth this entire match. You had to take your chances and go to the explosive Rosenthal. Lambert said it's like a chess game, and as the game wears on, you learn something, they learn something, and Lambert learned a lot toward the end of the match in the game 2.
Start of game 3. And tapping it over is Larry Witt. Witt and Rosenthal, the team in red. If you just joined us, they haven't won a tournament in over a year. They won the opening event last season in Fort Lauderdale. They have been winless since then.
18 tournaments, Chris.
Come on, Shawn! Witt with the left. And Karch chops it through. Of course, Karch, the all-time winningest player with 147 victories, but he hasn't won since last year. He's had a little bit of shoulder trouble early in the year. And last week, when he signed up to play with Lambert, he inadvertently tweaked his calf. And so he had to rest a couple of days. So he's battled through some injuries, but today is the day for one of these teams. Lambert with the pancake. Karch waffles it over. And the put away for Rosenthal. All-time winners, Kiraly, Smith, Stoklo, Steffes, and Mike Dodd. Why'd you stop at 75?
Hey.
You were still going.
My shoulder ran out of gas.
You know,
there's only so much in the tank.
If you continue on to page 7 of that list, you'll find me.
Page 7.
Karch inside the block. What's the key in a game 3? Is it all about errors and not making them?
Yeah, I think it's coming out early on with steady play. I think if you're able to come out strong at the start and establish even just a 2 or 3 point lead, you give yourself a great shot in a shortened game to 15.
2-2. They're working on Rosenthal. And Rosenthal with the left hand. So the first left hand spike for Shawn Rosenthal. He is ambidextrous, hits harder with the right, but he can pound with the left.
And he's jumping 45 inches with either hand. This is just elevation.
Yeah, it's very awkward, but he gets it done. 3-2. Rosenthal, his serve has been very good today. That's trouble. Karch digs it out. And Witt over and out. Well, I tell you, what a play by Karch. You know, they tell you in volleyball school, if the ball hits the net high, it's going to go straight down. If it hits the net low, it's going to bounce out or pop out. And Karch anticipating that one perfectly.
The key to that is Karch getting so low, waiting for the last moment to make that play, and anything happens. He's stuck with that bad pass you could have given up. Instead, he gets low, pops it up, keeps his team in the game, and Larry Witt hits the ball out.
3-3, third and final game.
The little plays, that's why he's won 147.
Rosenthal. Is that a shot that can be dug, or does that need to be blocked? Or forget about it?
Well, that's just one of those great high hits cross court. Lambeau can get that if he makes the move cross court. That time, though, he's blocking line. It's a tough dig for Karch.
Larry Witt has played superbly. He will serve. Witt's got 2 aces today, and he's back on Karch. Rosenthal, he bumps into Witt. Witt's down. Lambert, oh, and Lambert fires one through. Rosie and Witt with a little contact. Who said volleyball's not a contact sport?
Rosie with a little smile on his face going, what else can go wrong for us right now? It's a great play by Rosenthal, controlling it out of the net, and just kind of clips his partner on the way by, trying to make the attack, and Lambeau with the finish. Put on your helmet.
4-4. Tied at 1 game apiece.
Lambeau does a great job on that play not to net. He was so far over. Has the limbo.
Witt trips. Lambert. And Rosenthal taps it down. I wonder if Larry Witt is tiring just a bit. He tripped on the rope coming in. He's huffing and puffing.
He tripped on the way in, and he made contact under the net with Lambert, and that's what they're arguing about right now. Lambeau saying he interfered with my ability to go make the second play on Karch's dig. More often than not, those plays right at the net, they call that incidental contact. Both players are going into each other. It's hard to say who caused the contact.
Well,
Witt
looked like he was on his side. So if he's on his side, no matter what kind of contact, I think he's okay. It looked like Lambert, to me, came under.
And the referees are making the correct decision. Let the play on.
5-4. And the little half cut once again. So Karai taking advantage. Rosenthal looking for the severe cut or the spike. The half cut working.
And again, perfect ball control for Karch. Great 1-2-3.
We're going right down to the wire, folks, here in Huntington Beach. Karai and Lambert, Witt, Rosenthal tied at 5.
Welcome back to the 2005 AVP Nissan Championship Series, the Huntington Beach Open, presented by Bud Light. Let's pick up the action a little later in Game 3.
Larry Witt and Shawn Rosenthal trying to win for the first time in over a year on the AVP Tour. 11-9. Karch Karai, the legend, reaching back. Can he do it one more time for victory? 148. Karai and Lambert trailing. Larry Witt has been the big star today. He's been unbelievably good. Karai. And off the arm of Witt. Point.
That ball clipping the top of the net, throwing off Witt's dig there. Chris, it's been 13 events since Witt and Rosenthal have even been in a final, and the last time they were in a final, they lost to this team right here, Karch Karai and Mike Lambeau in San Diego.
11-10. Witt. And Karch can't go. So Larry Witt hanging in. Born in Santa Ynez, California, back on July 13th, 1979. Grew up with a volleyball court in his backyard.
Very
what
athletic,
a lucky kid he was.
Athletic family, brother Andy.
Down the line, yeah. Of course, that was a sand volleyball court, which made it unique. He and his brother and George Romain all growing up in the Witt household.
It's a great ranch out in Santa Ynez, about 40 acres. I've been there many a time. The Witt's very hospitable.
Yeah, how did they do that?
A lot of people stay there, and they've just built a pristine beach volleyball court right in the middle of a ranch.
12-11. And Rosenthal hit it out. So make it 12-12. Just for clarification, how did the Witts do it? The first pick got George Romaine, and then the other brother got the next two?
And then Andy got Larry. And this is just a critical play. You just can't hit this ball out right here for Shawn Rosenthal. He's going to get another serve here.
12-12. Can Rosenthal hang in down the stretch? And the left-hand shot is out. Karai Lambert back on top. And a wave of energy goes through this crowd here in Huntington Beach.
Well, it never comes easy, and Witt and Rosenthal, they did everything they had to do to get the lead at the right time in the match. All they had to do was a little ball control, keep the pressure on, and Karai is just right where he wants to be right now. Enjoying the moment.
13-12, Lambert and Karai ahead. Bad pass. That's a pretty good set, and Rosenthal with a kill.
It's nice to have the 45-inch birdie when you're 8 feet off the net after a bad pass. This is it right now.
13-all is our score. Win by 2 to 15.
You're going to take that step. It's a big step to win in the Opens.
Karch. And Karch reaching back. He still has something left in the tank. So the crowd rises as one here. Karai and Lambert have a championship point coming up. Karai will serve it at 14-13. This could be it right here for the win. Rosenthal, Karch is there. He gets the set. Not yet. Witt digs back. Larry Witt for the save. Yes. Karai and Lambert had a swing for the championship.
Karchi did everything he could do. He made the right move defensively, beat the ball cross court. Larry Witt with a huge match-saving dig. The youngsters maturing with every play.
Rosie's Raiders chanting Larry, Larry. Rosenthal serving now at 14-all. Karch cutting inside. Karai chatting it up with his partner Mike Lambert. Their first tournament back from a 5-tournament hiatus. Lambert went with Fenoi Moana. He went with height, but then decided on the great one after that. Second championship point for Karai Lambert. Rosenthal. Rosenthal showing the poise and getting the kill. 45 of 50 serves have gone to Karch.
Look at that rise. Shawn Rosenthal just up and over the top. Now the pressure back on Karchi.
Larry Witt serving 15-all, and he serves it out. So now Karai and Lambert another chance. They've had their chances. They had a swing at it. Karai couldn't put it away.
Every play now is a strategy session between Lambert and Karai. They go back to the back row, talk about exactly what they're going to do with the block and the defense.
For the championship. Rosenthal is roofed. Karch Karai has beaten Father Time again. Karch Karai and his young partner, 31-year-old Mike Lambert. They become the second oldest team to ever win an AVP tournament event.
And look at the joy. I tell you, Chris, you get a little bit older and you don't know when you're going to be back in this beautiful situation. And for Karai, it's just pure pleasure right now.
One more look. Mike Lambert and it's all over here in Huntington Beach.
And there was no chance of covering this block. That was straight down vintage Lambeau. Rosenthal's up, taking a look, and then just decides to swing away. Tough break. Rosenthal, Witt played great.
Rosenthal and Witt in game 2 had a swing for the championship. Lambert blocked that one too. We're coming back. We're going to talk to the greatest volleyball player of all time. Hopefully, his name is Karch Kiraly.
After a 5-tournament hiatus, you rejoin with your former partner, Mike Lambert. Safe to say this is a pretty good partnership and a good move?
Oh, man, I'm so happy to be back with this guy. He is the Tour MVP. He was last year. He has played it like it again this weekend. And he's just a force at the net. It's so fun to play behind that block and so fun to watch him hit the 3 balls he gets to hit each game.
And speaking of the MVP, Mike, after losing game 1, how did you guys turn the momentum around to come back in game 3?
It was kind of like, well, here we are again, down 1 set and going into the rest of the match, and we just got to play it close, and hopefully, you know, we always seem to come up with the big plays at the end, so we were just trying to hang close enough so we could do that. I mean, hats off to Larry and Rosie. They played really well all tournament long, so this is awesome. It's sweet. It's awesome. I'm stoked.
Congratulations. Life is good. 4th tournament win as a team together, guys.
Again, Father Time takes a backseat to Karch Kiraly here in Huntington Beach. In a tough 3-game match, Karch Kiraly and Mike Lambert become the 2nd oldest team in history to win on the AVP Tour, beating Larry Witt and Shawn Rosenthal. For Kiraly, it's win number 148 and a successful reunion with partner Mike Lambert. For Chris Marlowe and Heather Cox, I'm Mike Dodd. So long for now.